where is this content creator or that content creator? And it prompts commentators like myself and others to make videos saying that why this creator fell off, or why there's a disappearance of this content creator, or this person took their career wrong, etc., etc. Now, the easiest one to get a 1 out of 10 off in this community is Cooking with Kya. I have seemingly dubbed her as the Kevin Samuels of this generation because of the conversations that she has sparked. And lo and behold, after months of hiatus, we finally heard word from her, and she had this to say.
What's your card now? You been good? That's what's up, man. I don't have to worry.
Why is it so blurry?
Working, grind, the same old shit. You know how that go. You don't stream no more? For real? Talk about it later? You want to talk about it later, or you just say it? Tomorrow. Yeah, we'll cook. We'll figure it out.
Wow.
But keep doing your thing.
Hey, do y'all guys think? Do y'all think her the way she started off, it was kind of like not clickbait, but like tempting a little bit, like just trying to draw some attention with how she like start our intros off and everything. Like y'all think that's the reason why she really got put on? I personally think so. I mean, anybody can make cooking videos, but it's the way you present it. You feel me?
Oh, that's sad.
God, the J5 stream quality was so terrible. But instead of wondering why she isn't streaming anymore, taking into consideration all the things that she had experienced in her streaming career, people went ahead and made hit pieces and think pieces and videos as to why she fell off. Ironically, adding to part of the reason why she decided to stop streaming and highlighting the very issue that plagues streamers to this day. Streamers, just like other people, suffer from mental health problems because the world around it is very, very critical, not very forgiving, and honestly, can be a dick. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It goes up so much in the network community. Now, catchphrase, cooking with Kya, cooking with Kya, cooking with Kya.
So look, like the intros.
New York Rise, in which she took over the internet with her viral catchphrase, cooking with Kya, cooking with Kya.
But it's not just the cooking, okay? We all know that, okay? We ain't slow, okay? We is not slow. Yeah, we see you cooking, but you know who else is seeing? Well, what people seeing? Seeing how you dress, okay? It's not just cooking. You're trying to keep people around because of, you know, teasing with a little dance or whatnot. And this is how you started off your foundation. And now that foundation looking a little rocky. Is it just me or what? Y'all let me know.
Okay, I'm 30. I'm 30, guys. I'm 30. Cooking with Kya is nowhere to be found. She's no longer on Instagram. She's no longer on Twitter. She's not streaming. She's not making YouTube videos. I don't think I see her on TikTok either. That's right. For anybody that's following these pages on Twitter, those are dummy pages. Those are fake pages. You've just been AI. And I've noticed this trend that when she does disappear, or when she does dip off the internet, or her lack their presence of being on the internet has opened up a gateway for people to have nasty, unserious conversations about her. I mentioned people getting AI by those fake accounts, but those fake accounts spark these conversations. A tweet read out, "I went from making so much money to struggling in every way, and I just..."
Hey, that is true. Is we're all one in three missed paychecks away to severe financial hardship. This is unreal for me. The management also, you get your financial advisor, especially when you come up so fast. A lot of people don't even think about that. That's what it seems like.
Just hate that the truth is we're all 1 to 3 missed paychecks away from severe financial hardship. That shit is unreal. You ever seen somebody take a small moment and make it into the biggest thing in the world? That's exactly what they did / do with creators like Cooking with Kya. They took that fake tweet and they ran with it.
Cooking with Kya, a creator with over 2 million followers, posted how she used to be making so much money and it's all gone, and how, you know, it's crazy how we're all, you know, just a few paychecks away from being broke, from losing it all. So that I can agree. For like the average person, one paycheck, getting fired and losing one paycheck could cost you everything. As far as for an influencer, I don't know an influencer that was making thousands upon thousands of dollars. Seems like you mismanage your money.
Cooking with Kya has now become a hairstylist. She has admitted to being broke and having to take up a new hobby in doing hair.
Cooking with Kya is a cautionary tale that male validation does not convert to currency.
This is a rant about Cooking with Kya. Why you don't got a lonely bands? People are saying she don't has a lonely bands. Okay, so then what's the point of catering to men if you don't have a lonely bands? I'm just telling the truth. There is no point, ladies, in catering to none of these if you not gonna sell the content to go along with it. Because what you gonna sell them? Pots? They not cooking. Please, they looking at booty. You gotta lead them somewhere else for that. So if you don't got a lonely band,
Y'all see where the morals go to? Down the drain. Down the drain. And this is sad, dude. It's sad that we gotta drop our morals, drop things we stand on for a little bit of coin. That's what we standing for. Not my kids. Not my kids.
forget the male audience. That's where you was wrong about yourself, girl.
Now, the problem is that on the internet, a lie spreads faster than the truth can put its pants on, or whatever old saying that you want to use. People run with these things. People take any small moment, just like the first clip that I showed, and start creating different narratives, placing things out of context, and saying the most insane things in the world. And the whole time, it's not looking for two things: the truth or how actual creators or the people that they're talking about feel in these situations. What most of these creators won't talk about, because it doesn't necessarily get them a banger video, is that Cooking with Kya didn't step away from streaming because she had a boyfriend that she was cheating on, or that she was promiscuous and all the girlies hated her, or that she didn't know how to parlay her career into some other stuff. That's some next level projecting. Cooking with Kya stepped away from streaming for two reasons based off of her own conversation. One, too many narratives from clip pages that are factually incorrect and there's no way to get in front of them. And two, her sister literally died, leaving her to be a part of the caretaking of her nephew.
Unfortunately, for the people who have recently been making like these 2-minute rants about me and telling me what I should have did and what I didn't do right and this, that, and the third, I've been telling y'all since March that the Facebook account and the X account impersonating me are not me. Just because you don't see me on social media anymore, because I choose not to be on the internet right now because I'm taking a break because I'm grieving my dead sister, doesn't mean I went broke. Stop believing everything you see. That's literally not me posting on that Facebook. That's literally not me posting on X. I mind my business. I literally mind my business.
Dramatic incident, I know, but does the world care? Not at all. Most content creators.
Hey, that's what's scary, man. I ain't gonna lie. When you catching up in this content creating, you gotta be cautious what you put out there. For real. People gonna be all up on you for no reason. And you out going to grab some fast food or something for your kids. They ain't gonna pick up anything.
And I mean this in the most respectful way, don't really give a shit about that stuff. They make videos like MTR and O'Shea Duke Jackson in which they criticize Cooking with Kya, but more along the lines of her not being able to monetize and talk about the other narratives and other miscellaneous conversations that don't have anything to do with these things. The reason why I'm even bringing them up in this context, and other creators who have done it, is simply due to the fact that they fail to highlight the fact that she has a mental health issue going on. She's going through grief. She's learning how to deal with the internet while going through grief, while already having a quote unquote unlikable personality by a good subsection of the internet. And not necessarily a personality, but content style. You know what I'm saying.
There's a new AI business model quietly replacing dropshipping. It uses AI to find what's already selling.
Nowadays, when Cooking with Kya does post, it's more along the lines of talking about how she is going through these traumatic experiences, trying to navigate and find her own way in this world, just like most 20-something-year-olds.
I've been getting hated on since I started content, and it's so crazy because when I started content, I wanted to be a YouTuber. I never planned on being Cooking with Kya. Like, it just happened, and I'm very grateful for it. Literally months after me starting content, my sister literally passed away days after my birthday. So it was just very hard for me to balance content, balance my supporters, balance my family, balance my mental health,
balance. I just had so much on me at once, and people didn't understand that. Moral of the story is, don't chase perfection. Get up and do it. I have so much more to say because I really want to see people win, but I'm going to save that for maybe like a YouTube video. That way it can be like longer.
Now I want you to know this isn't just some tale about cooking with Kya and the struggles of mental health that she goes through, but more
Y'all hear rain,
of how people don't
obviously
take
it's
into
storming hecka
consideration
hard
what
outside, so
streaming, online culture, the clipping, the
be
false
cautious.
narratives, and all those things can have terrible, and I mean terrible, impacts on streaming mental health. 9 times out of 10, when people make these criticisms about other people, they don't really give a shit about these people's feelings. And I know somebody's gonna say the pot is calling the kettle black in this instance, and I am guilty of it. Although I do like to think I don't go as hard as some other content creators, and I do like to try to watch what I say because of those implications. I do still make criticisms and critiques. But most people aren't taking into consideration how all of these things are impacting a young 20-something or maybe even teenage something mind on a day-to-day basis.
Want something from you, and you can't tell. You can't tell if people want to be around you, people want to fuck with you. Like, for you, bro, like, that shit is hard, bro. Like,
Hey, I saw this video. When you get money, like I've been blessed the past week and a half or so enough to be able to have connections and relationship with people that's within this, type of platform at a certain level. Once I separated the identity of just knowing them, who they were on the internet, and just talking to them at a genuine level, just like seeing who they are as a person, they really just want to be a person. They do not want to be associated with whatever influencing name or TikTok, YouTube name, or however way you met them or seen them. They just want to be a person. Like, seriously. And I could tell because people idolize that idolizing, holding you up to a certain standard. Oh yeah, that's tough.
Like, that shit, like, it's hard to be a streamer, bro. It's hard to just be a creator because you don't know what's real, bro. I'm trying to really, I'm trying to understand reality, bro.
The world of streaming is built on opportunity and not real relationships and not real loyalty. This isn't just about the online communities that attack and affect these streamers. It also talks about the people that they're on camera next to. This young streamer Melt, who is infamous for streaming and driving and getting into car crashes and stuff like that, found himself between a rock and a hard place because he can't distinguish the realities of what is real or not when it comes to friendships and relationship building. Why? Because most of these people surrounding him or other streamers know that, hey, if I put you on my video, I have a higher likelihood to blow up. It doesn't necessarily matter what light I paint you in. It doesn't necessarily matter how people portray the collaboration. That doesn't matter. As long as you're in my video, then I'm going to succeed and win and gain more money. And when the relationships and friendships that you build are based on money and finances and who's more popular, etc., then you'll have instability and volatility at every single step. Jacinko talked about.
And this is why when you meet people, never meet them for what they can hand out. Never look at this. Never look at this when you meet somebody. Look at this, okay? Meet them. Meet them here. If you don't want to meet them there, man, I hope you don't get the opportunity. I'm gonna be honest, because if you just always looking for somebody's hands, you ain't gonna make it that long. Your foundation gonna be so sloppy, it's gonna fall. It's like putting your house on sand. It's gonna slide off real quick. Try to step right onto the house. No, it's gonna lean all right into that water.
About this late last year when he left the Capaholics, highlighting the fact that the relationships in the streaming industry were more based on fame rather than friendships. And any time or any given moment, that pendulum can swing from you being the most popular one and you getting the love and admiration, people glazing you essentially, back to somebody else because they stepped in the room.
Even that group, like, it's not a real group, bro. Like, that ain't real. Them ain't real. Like, and I'm not saying, like, speaking on as far as everybody individually. I'm just speaking as a group. That's not a real friend group, bro. That's not a real friend group. Like, our friend group was always based off of the ranks of popularity. Like, last year I was at the bottom of the rank. If I put up to the club late, nigga tell me, nigga, it's over. Like, you can't even get in the club. Like, I'm not coming out to get you. You gotta call like T.O. or somebody. You feel me? Like, that's the only way a nigga get somewhere. Like, you know, and that's just a representation of the dynamic of the friend group. You know what I'm saying?
If
you're
honest.
so profitable, why do you sell a course? Well, you know what? Here you go. I don't care. It's all free. I'm giving it away. We have
And for most people who fight these internal battles, these mental health struggles, they would just unplug, separate themselves, go to therapy, and get some sort of help. But streaming isn't necessarily like that. I would say that Cooking with Kya is an anomaly. Somebody who was willing to put down so much fame and opportunity for her mental stability is something that is rare, especially in the streaming space. Streaming isn't set up for you to stop or take breaks. It's meant for you to go, and figure it out in real time, living with all the consequences and ramifications for your actions.
So much shit that come with this, like family shit, it's relationship shit, it's friendships, it's maintaining order within your life, it's staying disciplined, it's not being fucked up all the time, fucking hoes all the time. Like, you gotta really like be in it. And that's just the life part. I ain't even talking about the content part, staying on top of the game, like always like doing edgy shit, interesting, entertaining shit, having good collabs, not crossing the line or not fucking up or getting canceled. Bro, all that shit goes into it, bro.
Ben the Don is feeling it. He's no longer in the days of making an IG.
This is why, because like, I mainly, so like when I do my stream, like I'm starting to do my streaming on TikTok and stuff, okay? So like, oh gosh, like, when I'm doing content, I either do recordings, gosh, like, I can't breathe. I'll post them on YouTube or whatnot. But I'm not trying to be streaming 24/7. Yeah, I have the ambition and drive at the first get go, and you just want to keep doing it. But obviously, I got a wife, and I got just my other life I got to tend to first before this and everything. And sometimes this kind of does get in the way, and I have to be like, I just take a break or whatever. But you have to know that when you're in doing something like this, you got to make sure your mental health and your heart is in check. Always before you get on, just see like, okay, am I fully functioning? Am I okay to do it? All right, don't worry about the people. Don't worry about the fans. You got to worry about yourself. You got to make sure you're okay. You can't help them if you're not okay. You're going to give them broken pieces of you, and they're going to try to take advantage of that. For those that are not there for you for real.
Reel a day, something that's like 30 seconds, and then closing out his phone. Content creation is no longer in the days of making a video a week. Can you remember that there was a time in which making a YouTube video a week was considered consistency? Channels that make one video a week now are literally deemed as like falling behind. Now,
what? I be posting a video like every day and a half, 2 days. Longest like lately after this video, probably been like 4 days. 4 days, 4 days. So like, I've been consistent for 4 months. A video at least every other day.
Nowadays, spending hours upon hours at end on live in front of public criticism, constant clipping culture, false narratives, these strained relationships, these is the norm. You get a little bit separated from reality. Even if the camera is off, you are still having a content-minded outlook on life. It's actually pretty scary and sad. Even for myself, I think that there is a little bit of trouble separating, and I don't think that I'm the biggest thing in the world. Everywhere that I go, I think that there's something to make commentary about. I'm constantly online because I want to stay in the news cycle that is
me,
and not want to miss out on
that
things.
is me
I feel
for
as if
sure.
I don't upload a video a day, which I think that people have been noticing that I've upped that frequency. I feel like if I don't do it, I'm not hitting all my numbers and my metrics and all these things like that. You stop going to the gym, you stop hanging out with your family, you stop eating properly because you're so constantly glued to this computer, this camera, this microphone. You kind of lose who you are. It's not something that you just do at this point. It becomes who you are. Because in reality, if you stop, you'll have people coming in front of their cameras, in front of their microphones, creating narratives about you. They'll tweet things about you that aren't true. They'll Instagram things about you that aren't true. And the only way to then remedy those things is if you then do decide to come back to the computer, get glued again. It's a vicious cycle. And now every piece of your life becomes content. There's no more personal thoughts. There's no more emotions. There's no more insecurities. All of this becomes exposed to an audience of onlookers who at the drop of the dime will use their 140 characters or their 8 minutes in a video or their 60 seconds in a reel to give their opinion on your life without taking these things into consideration, specifically the implications that they have on you.
To put your mind to things, and you really have to be confident in everything that you do. Even went through a phase like a month or so ago. I was just so scared to like even be slightly ugly online. Like I didn't want to be funny anymore. I didn't want.
Why everybody gotta be like this? Girl, like people, if y'all come online, just know you're gonna be okay. You not ugly. Nobody's ugly for real. Just certain people just don't have certain features. Okay.
Like I was like, oh well, this doesn't look good for this community, and this doesn't look good for like whoever says this, and like, and I went through this whole phase just remembering that this is not the Yana that people fell in love with. Yeah, they didn't fall in love with the Yana that wants to get lip fillers and a BBL. They did not know. And I was like, Yana, they fell in love with the Yana that was herself from the raw beginning.
She opened up about some very personal things and even
You
considered
want the lip
altering her
fillers
body
and a
because of how
BBL?
she was perceived. At this point, it's not just an audience that's watching your
I
content.
see
They are
that. Be a dude.
influencing how you see your own self. And so when all these pressures in life stack up, when the fake clips stack up, the false narratives stack up, the constant criticism stacks up, the fake relationships stack up, the financial pressure stack up, the always on nature stacks up, ultimately you explode. This is why we saw the biggest creator in the streaming industry step away from the game.
A few days ago, I spread awareness on mental health and how important it is to take care of yourself. And honestly, for the past few months, I've been struggling with mental health out of self-doubt and fright of pursuing goals that I really want to achieve. And the reason I've really been in my head is because I just wanted to do more. I've gained to realize that I'm a true creator and I'm very passionate about creating. And I have other goals and things that I just want to achieve and do more of. I just want to let you guys know that sometimes it is important to take care of your mental health. And honestly, it's been getting better. It has. But out of frustration and fear, I just been in my head for some reason. I never had this feeling.
This is why you need to, stay prayed up. Not just stay prayed up, like you gotta, like, Lord, Holy Spirit, Lord, be here with me throughout this spring. Be here with me throughout this stream. Don't just be getting on stream. Your mental health ain't gonna be right. You feeling these attacks. You feeling all these worries. The enemy is coming to steal your dreams, steal your platform, steal your heart, steal your peace. All those things.
Before.
Pressure builds over time, and I don't think that people realize
I'm back.
this. It's not something that's always visible until it's really too late. And now we're seeing creators at a rapid pace leave the internet, not because they want to, but because they've reached this limit that they can no longer take. Have you ever sat down and questioned yourself, when's the last time I seen this creator, that creator, or the third creator consistently upload, stream, or create content? I'm thinking about Kai Cenat. I'm thinking about Cooking with Kaya. I'm thinking about Duke Dennis. But for whatever reason, these people, even though they haven't been making content consistently, have had so much drama and so much controversy surrounding them, which I can only think furthers them away from.
Oh, y'all. All right, my fault. Be back.
From making content. I think furthers them away from the computer, furthers them away from making content. These are the things that content creators, streamers, YouTubers, whoever don't think about in their early days. All these things start off as some opportunity, and then it turns to pressure because there's this exposure that they get to the world. And instead of the community, probably being more positive, which we know that they won't be because the internet is the internet, you can't really fight it. And you can't continuously race to the computer as a way to defend yourself. That doesn't work either. These mental health issues start to become unavoidable to the breaking point where you just say, you know what, there's thousands upon millions of dollars if I cut on this camera, but I'm not gonna do it. Why? I just can't handle it. Streaming isn't just about going live anymore. It's about navigating a world where everything is public.
All right, listen here. Don't begin on live if you know you're struggling with something, especially if it's something major that you're trying to fight through. Don't. Every time you get on live, you feel like you have no choice. If you got a decent enough, if you got a decent enough sitting on the side, some stash on the side, don't do it. It's not that serious. But when this thing start working out, and I can make a living off of this, if I need to take my breaks, I'm gonna take my breaks. If I still need to take my break now, I'll still take my break.
thing that I want to impart on people is be very careful and strategic as to how you comment on these people. I do appreciate people who defend a Cooking with Kya in these situations, maybe because they knew the truth, maybe because they went out and sought the truth. But the stuff that she's dealing with, the stuff that Kai is dealing with, the stuff that Duke is dealing with, albeit they have more money, but these are the regular things that we deal with. This is the stuff that James at CVS has to deal with, or Margaret at Walmart has to deal with, or Nathan at Wells Fargo has to deal with. The difference is that James and Sarah and whoever can take some time off from their job, or in their off time, they can go seek help. They can go find some solace in some different things. These content creators can't. So all the people surrounding
Everybody can get some help. It's a choice, all right? It's a choice. If you dealing with something at work, they ain't gonna try to lay you off. That's the power between being independent, and work for a job. Because half of the time, they do not care, and they will replace you in a blink of an eye. That is fact. So, moral of the story is, take care of your mental health. Stay prayed up. Ask the Lord to cleanse you. Take any of your burdens. Be vulnerable with Him. Be vulnerable with Him because He's a relationship type of God. He will take care of you. All right. That is my quote for you. All right. Y'all stay easy. Love.